Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ariana Stell, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I passed my NCLEX in 75 questions. So after I got my ATT, I right away just went online to see what date was available, and I booked a date. The soonest date that I could book was like January 29th, I believe, and it was a Friday. And after that was booked, I immediately started to take my studying a lot more seriously. Not to say that I wasn't taking it seriously to begin with, but I was just taking my time. But now I knew that it was crunch time because my exam was only a few weeks away. During school, my program used ATI throughout the program, and at the end of the semester, offered us a three-day boot camp where a representative from ATI came and just kind of like talked to us and showed us tips and tricks on how to answer NCLEX style questions. All I know is when I got to studying for NCLEX, I did not reach for ATI book. I did not like the way ATI presented their information. It just didn't work for me, so I didn't reach for it. The tools that I used to study for NCLEX, one was Uworld. I loved Uworld, and I'll tell you why. So when I first heard about Uworld, I went on their website and I was able to like kind of do like 25 questions and just kind of see what their style of test was like. I love the way they presented the information. They just had a variety of things that, you know, appeal to different learning styles, in my opinion. And once you're done with the test, it breaks down the rationales, why you got a question wrong, why that question was right. And so I felt like that was a good way of reviewing my knowledge, just kind of, and what I didn't know, they were able to present it to me in a way that I could remember, which is the goal. Like, I was trying to retain information. During the week of my exam, I was told about another resource called Mark Clemec, who is a gentleman that used to write the NCLEX questions. And I listened to his lectures, and I really enjoyed it because he really broke down how to answer NCLEX style questions, how to weed and sift through all of the fluff and everything, and get to the answer and not fall for traps or distractors. So the two resources that I used was Mark Clemec, but Uworld. And as far as Uworld is concerned, I only did 750 questions before I took the NCLEX. And honey, when I tell you, when I got to the NCLEX, it served me well because the format was similar. So I kind of felt comfortable. I kind of felt like, oh, I'm just doing more Uworld questions. So that was really great. When I got to question 75, I'm not gonna lie, I took a pause and I just kind of felt like, man, this is it. Like, you know, everybody talks about you can pass at 75, you can fail at 75, like, you know, not really sure like how am I doing so far. But I just knew that just answer the question as you would, and if I pass in 70, if the computer shut off in 75, great. If the computer does not shut off in 75, that's okay, because I'm still in the game, you know. Don't feel like, oh my God, the computer didn't shut off at 75, so I'm failing. Do not psych yourself out. Like, get a hold of your nerve, breathe through every question. So that's kind of what I did. And afterward, the computer shut off at 75. So I was like, okay, I'm done. Driving home, I was just praying, just thanking God, you know, for helping me get through it. Like, I did it. I did, in a few hours, the trick to see whether or not I passed. I tried to re-register and I got the good pop-up. That was just kind of like a boost for me, but ultimately, you know, they say don't rely on that until you get the final results. I took my test on a Friday and got my results back early Sunday morning, and I passed. So what I want to tell anybody that's watching this is, if this is your first time taking this test or your third time taking this test, you have got to focus on you. Think about when you took that test, what was it? Was it your anxiety that got the best of you? Was it your nerves? Like, what is it? You need to address that. Don't just keep trying to take it and take it. I would say find the study materials that work for you and stick with those. I would say set your date, don't change your mind, study a little bit every day. Use the tools that work for you, get a hold of your anxiety, pray, and go in there and just have confidence. Have confidence that you are going to get through this and you are going to be okay. All right? So that is the end of my video. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.